Let's be real. Most people feel like they're behind financially. Prices keep going up, savings feel impossible, and it's hard not to compare yourself to everyone online who seems like they're doing better. But you may actually be doing way better than you think. According to a new report, if you can check one of these 3 boxes, you're already doing better than half of America financially. So today I'm breaking down all of those boxes, what they really mean, how to check them off, and how to move beyond average and into real financial security. First, I want to talk a little bit about the pressure to keep up or keeping up with the Joneses. We live in a culture that tells us that more is better. Bigger houses, newer cars, more subscriptions. So it's easy to feel like everyone else has their money figured out, but most of them don't. A recent survey found 53% of Americans feel behind financially right now. Not years ago, not during some other crisis, today. And that same number, the 53%, say they feel uneasy about their financial situation in the next coming months. That's half of the country, well, slightly over half of the country, that feels that their money is just slipping through their fingers. So when I say that checking off at least one of these boxes puts you in the top half, it's not about bragging, it's about realizing most people are struggling. And if you're not, you're already ahead. Box number 1, not living paycheck to paycheck. As of now, 57% of Americans say they're living paycheck to paycheck. This means that more than half of the country is one missed paycheck away from not being able to cover their bills. And if you're under 40, the numbers are even higher. 65% of millennials and 72% of Gen Z say they're living this way. When you think about it, it's terrifying. Missing one paycheck due to a layoff, illness, maybe you're sick, or even a late payment could throw your entire life off track. But if you're in the other 43%, if you can even save a small amount after paying your bills, you're already doing better than most Americans. Even if you're saving, let's say $50 a month, you've technically broken out of the paycheck to paycheck trap. So how do you get there? You don't need to double your income overnight. It starts with small wins. Write out your real monthly expenses, not what you think you'd spend. You can even keep track of your expenses in a journal. That's what I do. You can cut out 1 or 2 reoccurring costs that you barely use. I also automate my savings. When I first started this journey, once I found out exactly where my money went every single month, I essentially ripped apart every single dollar that I spent. So every single bill, every single subscription I had, I would kind of pick out each one of them. And this was over time. For example, first I got rid of my telephone bill. I got Mint Mobile instead of, I think I had Sprint at the time. My car bill, I realized that I was paying so much money in interest, so I just paid that off eventually. First, the goal isn't to save a huge number. It's to prove to yourself that you can save something. Once you build that muscle, the amount grows naturally. And if you're young and doing this, you're basically a financial ninja. Seriously. You're training your brain for habits that most adults struggle with. Box number 2, you don't worry about money every day. Because apparently, half of the country does. 52% of Americans say they think about money every single day. And 34%, which is a third of the country, say they lose sleep over it. That's not just stress, that leads to mental exhaustion. When you're constantly thinking about, can I afford this? Or what if something happens? Your mind never rests. And here's the part most people don't realize. It's not always about how much you make, it's about how in control you feel. I've met people making $40,000 a year in New York who sleep great at night because they have a ton of systems at work. I know others making 6 figures, actually someone I used to date, who can't relax because they're living beyond their means. If you've reached a point where your money isn't running through your brain 24/7, that's a massive sign of financial health. It means that you've built enough structure that you can focus on life again. To get there, you can try creating one main money day per week. This is the day that you can check your accounts, pay your bills, review expenses. Side note, I also do this for the news. I think the news is always depressing and sad and horrible, so I only watch it once a week and then get all upset and pissed off. And then for the rest of the week, I just really don't pay attention unless there's something like major that happens. So if you have that one money day per week, the rest of the week, don't touch it. Don't stress it. You've handled it already. The kind of mental separation for me builds peace of mind. And over time, peace of mind turns into confidence. Box number 3, you're saving for retirement. Even a little. Now, this one might surprise you. According to Gallup, 59% of Americans have something saved for retirement. But that means 41% have nothing. That's a huge percentage of the population. For younger adults ages 18 to 29, only 39% are saving for the future. So if you're in that group and you've started, even if it's $500 in IRA or 2% of your paycheck in a 401k, you're already ahead of most of your peers. Saving for retirement isn't about the amount, it's about time. Time is the one thing that multiplies your money better than anything else. For example, if you invest just $100 a month at age 25 with an average 7% return, you'll have $240,000 by the time you retire. If you wait till age 35 to start, you'll have less than $120,000. The difference isn't effort, it's time. Starting early is like giving your money a 10-year head start on growth. And once you started, don't just forget about it, protect it. Make sure you're diversified, not all stocks, not all ETFs, not all mutual funds, not all cash. The idea is to make sure your future does not crash, even if one part of the market does. What it means if you check 1, 2, or all 3 of these boxes. So let's recap where you stand. If you're not living paycheck to paycheck, you're doing better than 57% of Americans. If you don't worry about money every day, you're mentally ahead of more than half of the country. If you're saving for retirement, you're already outperforming 41% of people, and 6 out of 10 in your age group if you're under 30. If you've checked all 3, well then you're in the upper tier, what I'd call financially grounded. But here's the truth. This is just the starting line. Being better than half the population doesn't mean you're thriving. It means you've built your foundation, and now it's time to go higher. If you want to move beyond average, focus on growth, not perfection. If you watch any financial coaches, any, frugal podcasts or frugal channels, these people didn't start being frugal, being financially stable right away. And neither did I. It starts with small steps, and those small steps will eventually compound and make you financially free. Here's what it looks like. And if anyone's interested, I could also make a more detailed kind of step of what to do. Just let me know in the comments. But essentially, here's what it looks like. Try to maximize how much you save every month, even if it's gradual. You don't have to rip apart every single bill each month. Look at each one individually, whether it's each month, each week, whatever works for you. Don't overwhelm yourself. I know myself, and if I overwhelm myself too much, if I just spend every waking moment on something new, I'll eventually just quit. And if you're like that too, maybe start saving gradually. Keep learning about investing, taxes, and how money actually works. Or really try to eliminate any sort of consumer debt. Keep your spending intentional, not emotional. No one needs a fucking Labubu. You don't need it. They're ugly anyway. You don't need a Stanley cup. You don't need that new Starbucks bear cup. That's so ugly. It's so stupid. Sorry, I went on a rant. Being in the top 50% means that you've built stability. But the real goal, for me at least, being in the top 10, that's where you have freedom to choose, to rest, and live your life on your own terms. So if you're already checking off one of these boxes, take a second to be proud of yourself. Go on, I'll wait. You're doing better than you think, and you're doing better than half of America. But more importantly, you're on your way to being financially free and less stressed. And isn't that what life's about anyway? How many boxes did you check? Did you check any? Did you check none? Did you check one? Did you check two? Did you check three? Let me know in the comments. If you got any value out of this, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one.